Mute.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
DAZN.com.
What broke him down? Was it just
Body
a body
punches.
punch? I was hitting him with body punches and I heard him, actually he was crying there. You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
DAZN.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and he was taking those punches.
DAZN Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, TBV. As me and your boy Mike are back with another one. We're here to discuss Gennady, Golovkin, also known as Triple G. And where is he going to go? It's been reported that he is in heavy negotiations with DAZN, which makes sense. So the question is he going to get that bag they gave Canelo? Is he going to outprice himself, thinking he's the missing piece of the puzzle when it comes to Canelo? You know, will we get that Canelo versus Triple G trilogy? Do you want it? This is what we're going to be discussing. If you want to give us your opinion, you want to let us know, do you want it? Do you think it's a good idea for, Gennady to go to DAZN? Should he be at Showtime? Whatever your opinion is, the number to call in and give that opinion is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Let me jump out on to Mike.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
DAZN.com.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at a million.
And I'm in. DAZN.com.
Yo, what's going on, baby? We back with another one. TBV early in the morning on the Tuesday, Wednesday? It don't even matter what day it is, you know what I'm saying? We got Triple G. Is he headed to DAZN, or could possibly ESPN snatch him up? Mr. Big Drummer Show, Mr. I Use No Medicals, Mr. Power in Both Hands. We shall dissect it and discuss where's the best destination for Triple G. What makes more sense? And if he doesn't go with DAZN, where will he go? Let's go and get into it.
Well, go ahead and give me your opinion, Mike, because the report is that, Tom Loeffler is in heavy negotiations with DAZN to bring Gennady Golovkin over there. And I think if you're Tom Loeffler, you're trying to mimic what it is that Oscar was able to do for Canelo, right? Like, if you're Tom Loeffler, you have K2 Promotions, you have 3 Boxing 60 Promotions, you put on these super fly fights, you have smaller weight guys, you have even some females signed to you. Maybe there's something that could be done if you come and you sit down. Maybe they don't give you all your own dates the way they gave Oscar and Eddie, but maybe they make them do some sort of business with you. Maybe it's co-promoted dates. But at the very least, there's a maybe if you start talking with DAZN. I don't know that Showtime is going to give Tom Loeffler any TV time. Like, I think that they're very preoccupied with the 160 plus Heyman fighters, that there just won't be any room for super fly fight series on a Showtime. But maybe you can pull that off on a DAZN.
Maybe you can. I enjoyed the Superfly series. I didn't enjoy this last one, but the previous 2 I did enjoy. Tom Loeffler has to realize, like, the commodity that he has isn't the commodity in a Canelo. So that kind of bargaining power that Oscar had, I don't think Tom Loeffler would have. And also, Triple G has to realize that this may be the best place for him. I mean, that they have pretty much all the belts now, and you heard Danny Jacobs say in his post-fight press conference, if Triple G really wants a belt or a rematch or anything like that, then the best spot for him to be would be DAZN. He didn't really talk about, you know what I'm saying, going with DAZN after his match, but he did make a indication that he might be. And also, I mean, Triple G, I mean, you know, he's getting older. He's getting older. If I was him, I would look to a kind of a mercenary contract, just go by one fight like Mikey Garcia does, and not try to get lumped into like a big long deal. Who knows? I mean, who knows what will work out best for him?
I don't know that a one fight by fight deal would work for him. Again, you made the biggest point, which is all the inventory is on DAZN when it comes to the middleweight division. You know, the only thing missing is Jamal Charlo, who, let's be honest, is probably the least known. I know that the argument could be made that he's more popular than Demetrius Andrade, but at the moment, Andrade holds a piece of the division because he's a belt holder. So is Jacobs, another title holder. Then you got Canelo, who is star and title holder.
I absolutely agree. Out of the top, I don't want to make it seem like bad because we know how they kind of get, but out of the top echelon, like Jamal Charlo is the least known because, like you said, Andre has a belt, Jacobs has a belt, Canelo is Canelo, Triple G is Triple G. I mean, he's a guy. Rob Brandt just won a WBA regular. Toyota. I mean, let me stop fucking this guy's name up. Ryota Marotta. He has a big fan base over in England, and Billy Joe Saunders has just got in trouble with that little thing that he happened. But out of everybody in the division, Jamal Charlo is probably the least known, but probably has, in my opinion, the biggest upside.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say the least known. Like I said, I think that, you know, a case could be made that he's more popular than Andrade. Andrade just has the title.
And I mean, you can
make all the noises you want, and please turn your mic down maybe one crank. You can make all the noises you want, but at the end of the day, there's only been one guy consistently fighting on TV. And this guy who just won a title won it on an app that, as far as we know, AJ was what, 16,000 are rumors that are out there. There's 16,000 people see AJ.
Where are those numbers coming from? 16,000.
I don't know, man.
People just make up numbers and shit. You can't just say that, bro. We seen Showtime. I mean, Facebook numbers jump up dramatically from the next day just by people.
Well, I mean, I think we need to continue to say the numbers that are out there to force the network to release something.
That's true. That is true. But with streaming
out, one of my questions was, are you going to give numbers? They said yes. Here we are, multiple shows in, no numbers.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't only ask Eddie. I asked whoever was that other DAZN rep I spoke to. You know,
the younger guy or the older guy.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But DAZN Triple G. Do you think that I mean, knowing all the talent over there, knowing that I mean, it's not going to be easy for him. Do you think that ESPN isn't a better route for him?
No, because I think anywhere you go, not named DAZN, you're ducking.
Wow.
I'm just keeping it real. All the belts are over there. They got big money, and your trilogy is over there. You are the, like, if anyone has the highest probability of getting the Canelo fight next, it is Triple G. It's risky. It's risky for Canelo to go to Jacobs on Cinco de Mayo. Why? Why not do Triple G, who's older, more beat up in Mayo, then do maybe Jacobs in September? Let Jacobs cool off. Let him not keep fighting, you know?
I mean, you just watched a fight with oh my God, name I forgot who Jacobs Derevchenko, and you're like, I mean, I don't know, you know, Canelo looking like Jacobs really all that. I mean, the Canelo that I've seen against Triple G this last fight, I don't think he has a problem with Jacobs.
Hey, but that's still yet to be seen, and that's going to be something that people want to see.
Absolutely. I think Eddie was 100% right when he said Jacobs is a front runner for this May fight. And I don't know
about front runner, especially not with these talks. You know what I mean?
But for Triple G, shouldn't you give like a fight to get you back in the saddle? I mean, you're coming off a loss, you're coming off a tough fight too. So
that's a great point. You make a good case, but if you're Canelo, you got to think business and boxing, and Jacobs is hot right now. You don't necessarily want to get in there and mix it up. Let him take a few more bodies.
You're saying he hot, but bro, he ain't had a knockout since when?
But he's dominant. He's dominant with what he does. People thought he beat Triple G.
Yeah, we had a conversation Sunday about Jacobs and Sergey Derevchenko, how the fight was, even though Jacobs won, it was a lot closer than a 8-4 scorecard would indicate.
I don't know if I can agree with that. I think I agree with 8-4s because
I agree with 8-4, but what
I stopped scoring it, Mike. That's how Jacobs was running away with it. It was like pointless for me to score. Like Derevchenko had his moments, but I don't remember dominant rounds. I don't remember him turning.
No. I'm not saying his rounds were dominant. I'm saying the rounds were competitive.
Competitive and winning is two different things. Like, you could be competitive all you want, but are you winning rounds?
That's true. That's true.
You know, and if you're Canelo, Jacobs is still young. You know, Jacobs is taller, longer, bigger. He's been at that weight for a long time. I say go with Triple G, the older man. Take care of the easy work. Point at the easy work, Gennady Golovkin. Let Jacobs struggle a little more to make 60. Let Jacobs grow a little more. Let Jacobs either take another fight and get another 10, 12 rounds on his belt, or let Jacobs sit out another 7, 10 months. Then get him in September. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think smart if you Canelo, because Canelo is the star, right? They just spent $365 million on that boy. They ain't trying to make him lose today.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're Canelo, don't you think? I mean, we never saw the Rocky Fielding thing coming. Do you think Canelo can pull another hat out of cat out of the hat?
Yeah, the hat out of his, the cat out of his hat, right, is what our co-host Rob was saying. Shout out to Rob in the UK.
Yes, sir.
Bro, he was saying, what if since, Canelo's moving up the Fielding's weight at 68, he defeats Fielding, and then he calls out Callum Smith at 68, or makes Golovkin move up to 68. Now, again, Golovkin older. Now he has at a heavier weight, slower, and Canelo A side, take him out of his best weight. We don't know how good Triple G is going to look at 68. You know what I mean? A lot of things Canelo can do at this point. That's what I'm saying. Jacobs front runner. Yeah, right. He's at 68. He could do whatever he wants. He could bring Triple G back to 60, bring Triple G to 68, go to Callum Smith at 68. Hell, he could fuck with Eubank Jr. at 68 once the winner of him and, DeGale are all said and done.
Yeah, and shout out to my guy Robbie again. There were talks about Triple G fighting Callum Smith too. I don't know if those talks are still going on, but that's kind of like a barometer fight for him. Canelo gets Rocky Fielding, and I get Callum Smith, and maybe the winner fight each other.
Yeah, but that'll be fucked up if you're Triple G. You're the older guy, and you get the tougher guy, because anybody's gonna put their money on Callum Smith over Fielding.
Think so? I mean, the way the way Groves was getting at Callum Smith the first 4 or 5 rounds, you don't think Triple G can break him down like that?
I think that Callum Smith has been more heavily touted, has more boxing respect, won a legitimate title versus a legitimate champion. No, I think Callum Smith is the better 68-pounder by far. Just alone over the Groves, like, those accolades speak itself. Like, Fielding, I don't know what he's done, but it ain't beat Groves.
I wasn't saying who was a better opposition. What I was saying was Groves had some success against Callum Smith. Do you believe that Triple G can replicate that kind of success before Groves got knocked out.
Possibly. But listen here, man. Callum Smith's a big dude. He's gonna be hitting Triple G back hard.
6'3".
All I'm saying, in my opinion, I think Callum Smith is a tougher fight. Whether it was Canelo fighting Callum, I would say Callum is a tougher fight than Fielding. Like, I just think he's a better level opponent. I think we got Daniel Alvarez. What up, Daniel Alvarez, our Las Vegas correspondent, our TBV man in a uniform, right? In service. Are you actually on the job today, or you got the day off?
What up, Danny?
No, what's going on, guys? I'm actually on shift as we speak. I just had to call in. It's a good topic. I had to call in, state my opinion on it. I think Triple G did.
Notice, Danny never calls in until his cousin is about to fight.
Oh my God, yo, my bad. I actually have a full-time job too, man. But no, I think
fucking with you, Danny.
I think Triple G to DAZN makes the most sense because, like Mike stated, they did tease possibly a Callum Smith fight, which I think is not a good idea if you Triple G. I don't think you want to go that route. Callum Smith, a tough dude, way tougher than Rocky Fielding. I mean, he knocked Rocky out in the first round in their fight. So I don't think that's smart. I don't think that's smart. However, that's on DAZN anyway. Rocky, he matched him. That's gonna be on DAZN anyway. So whether you want to fight at 60 or maybe a 68, most of the fights gonna be on DAZN. So I think that's the way to go. And you guys spoke about maybe Triple G in May and then Danny in September. I don't see that happening. I think that if we see the third one with Triple G, it'll be in September. And I think Danny probably the year after.
Danny, tell me the reason why you think that it will be in September.
Because, look, you got to realize DAZN got Canelo on a 5-year contract. So you got to kind of spread the fights out. Like, it's fights that he can make, and not beat Danny Jacobs. Like, Danny Jacobs already 3 years older than Canelo. Like, I understand Canelo's been pro a little bit longer, but, Danny Jacobs is 3 years older. I thought that the Danny Jacobs we saw against Derevchenko wasn't the same one we saw against Golovkin. So why not give it another year, let that fight build up, and let Canelo get his guaranteed money on some other fights? I'm not saying that's what should be done, but I'm saying that's from a business standpoint, that's probably what will be done. They already got him fighting Rocky Fielding. Maybe we could see Callum Smith, in May, and then a Triple G in September. I don't know. I'm just saying I think the Danny Jacobs fight doesn't happen next year. If the Triple G rematch happens, the trilogy, I don't think Danny happens. Now, if we don't see Triple G next year and they just leave it at 2 fights, a 2 fight, then we probably do see Danny next year. That's my thoughts on it.
Daniel, man, thanks for calling in. Obviously, continue to put in that hard work on both sides of the spectrum, right? The Force and TBV. Let's see here. So, I guess what we need to do first and foremost is...
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Before we go out to the rest of the phone lines, I just want to remind everybody, quick little PSA, a couple dozen interviews out on TBV. Check it out. Me and Mike hard at work. So definitely some stuff to check out on the youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. And, get your boxing fix. We got interviews with Big Baby Miller, which is on fire right now. He's got some real choice words for Dillian White. He wants that fight immediately, and he's putting him on notice. Later on this evening, we'll be releasing some footage of Peter Quillen Kid Chocolate, right? He's back in training camp, possible December fight. So you can check out his training camp footage on the youtube.com/boxing voice. More big baby to come up. We got Prospect, the silencer, 5-0 with 3 KOs. The Irish Aaron McKenna up there as well. Don't forget to check out new interviews with Derek James, Chris Colbert, the young phenom, as well as Coach Rell and Josephat Ortiz, Ray Flores. Just dozens of interviews and more to come. A lot of editing being done on TBV side. Mike, you look like you got something to say.
Yeah, also we have a lot of videos. We have a video from the contestant Brandon Adams. He had a lot of things to say. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised about the interview. I didn't know that he had beef with Nassim Richardson. I didn't know that he grew up in gang violence in Watts, California. I didn't know that his brother got shot when he was 7 years old, and he had to literally hold a towel over his brother's chest just to stop the bleeding. So that interview is packed with a lot of goodies and a lot of motivating facts. And also, just to button up the Triple G topic real quick, Tom Loeffler says since Billy Joe Saunders lost his WBO strap, the interest in fighting him has gone down significantly. Just putting that out there.
For sure, and which it should be, right now until Billy Joe can clear his name, really, why would anybody be looking at him, when it comes to a fight or...
I mean, real quick on the Billy Joe, I mean, you got two sides of the spectrum. You got where he trains at in his home country, and it's it's legal until the like 12 hours before. And Vada has a totally different thing. So I just hope that both of them guys can come together and get some clear cut rules for everybody across the board, no matter what country you're in, because the confusion and him being able to like go clear his name and it's good, but it shouldn't be two sets of rules.
Definitely. But I look, I don't even want to go up that story because he could have cleared his name if he would have let them test him. You know what I mean? He decided to vacate his belt. So,
okay.
That sounds iffy to me, is all I'm saying.
Learn from the best.
I would have rather, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's kind of the same shit Tyson Fury did. So it's like, bruh, how is that fair?
Shout out to Fury for beating that bear up.
That shit was wild whack.
That shit was whack as fuck.
I mean, I can't even believe they like wasted camera time on that.
They wasted like a whole. They clipped it, like they put it by itself. They thought it was that good.
I don't know why, bro. Honestly, it was really corny. But for those that don't know what we're talking about, what we're discussing is Tyson Fury did a sit down with BT Sports, and they had a bear mascot sneak up behind him, and Tyson Fury karate kicked him in the nuts or the stomach section and turned to the camera and said, "That's how we deal with mascots," which is a slight at Deontay, who punched the mascot, right? But I guess Deontay's story caught fire as the mascot alleged jaw was broken, and more ridiculous headlines of how Deontay didn't know a man was inside. So I don't know, maybe this sort of thing enticed.
Whoa. I got breaking news, bro. Breaking news.
Who's breaking?
The mascot that Fury just fought will be facing the mascot Wilder knocked out on the undercard.
Now, that is not breaking.
I'm just fucking with you.
And if the promotion did that, it would officially have turned into a circus.
All right, absolutely.
Just saying. Straight up. But let's get out to the callers, which for whatever reason I can't even.
Before we get to any call, let's pay some bills real quick. If you like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. And if you really want to help out with the show, go to boxingvoice/affiliates.com and click on the Amazon link. It helps us out. We get a little kickback, and you guys have to spend. Well, you got to spend something at Amazon, but you have to give us nothing. And also, we have a 18% off everything sale. At what store?
Black Friday at ThaBoxingvoice.com/store, so you can get your TBV gear, get 18% off Black Friday sale, and be cool, right? Be cool.
Get them, Guru.
Be cool with some TBV gear. Yo, I can't open up the phone list, man. I mean, you know, Mike needs to make an official phone list that's compatible with all computers.
What you want me to do?
Especially a phone list that, you know, is just 1 instead of 100.
I don't have the one that you have because it has like new numbers on it.
New numbers.
I still have the old one though.
New numbers, bro.
Condensed to 1.
All right. Well, I can't open it. I tried 100 times. I don't know what's going on. So we're going out to 806 and 806 Connecticut. Who's this? Good morning.
It's Joseph from Texas, bro.
What up, Joseph? You know we would have normally addressed you, but something wrong with the phone list. We'll get that back.
Oh, nah, you good? You good? Nah, man. On Triple G going to the zone, I think that's the smartest idea business wise. I think what you do, you see him and Canelo in May do the 3rd fight, and then I think if you're the zone, you start feeding them to your other guys. You know, mixing them and matching them, and building up popularity for Andre. Maybe get the Jacobs rematch. But I do agree with the other caller. I think if you see Triple G and Canelo the 3rd time this year, we're not going to see Jacobs and Canelo till the following year. But that's my call, man. Y'all have a good day.
Joseph, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Dominic in Seattle. Talk to me.
What up, Dominic? Doing all right today? Good morning.
Yeah. Mike, you said that what's your name was better than Floyd. That's not happening. But, I'm glad that
I hear you, bro.
Doing it.
Nobody heard what you said. What?
You're breaking up.
Sound like you just.
I'm glad that Canelo. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm glad that Canelo is doing his thing. He's doing it better than Anthony. He's got more money than Anthony. He's heavyweight champion.
Why Mike always cutting somebody off? Who's worse, me or Mike?
He addressed me, then he said something about Floyd.
No, he ain't addressed nothing about you. He was telling his side of the story.
No, because last time we talked, you guys hanged up on me and then you finished your words, Mike. So I was just finishing off last time we talked. Because you said that Floyd is, trash because you almost lost to May Diamond. And Terrence Crawford's the best ever or some shit. I don't know. I was ending that.
Okay.
I think Canelo's doing good. I mean, he beat Anthony Joshua when it comes to sales. I mean, he got the highest paid. He's the highest paid on DAZN right now. I think he's going to do what Triple G did. He's going to stand at the top and make everybody come to the top and gain their weight. And let me see. I think Canelo is going to not fight the best. He's going to fight one person every year.
Dominic, thanks for calling in. Spontaneous show. We get everybody a minute. I gave you a minute and a half. Enjoy. Donald, Richmond, California, go.
What's up? Oh, man. I missed a little bit of the topic, but I don't think that Golovkin should fight Callum Smith. I think that's a bad fight for him to come to 168. But I understand that the reason why he's doing that is because he wants that rematch against Canelo. But the problem that I have here is that I feel like he should have never chased Canelo because we all know Canelo robs everybody on the scorecard. And with Canelo having that, what is it, a $365 million deal? $365 million means more money for Oscar to pay out to rob people on the scorecard. So Golovkin, you can keep chasing Canelo. If you do really good in the 3rd fight, you're still going to lose if you don't knock him out. You're going to get robbed on the scorecard. So just leave that shit alone. Move on with your career. Right off into go get a couple of cherry pick wins and right off into the sunset and leave Canelo ass alone. Because he's got too much money for anybody to beat him on the fucking scorecard unless Mayweather comes back and fucking gives his ass a boxing lesson again. And Mikey vacated that IBF belt. I don't know if you know. So that means Mikey is going to 147 to get fucking flatlined like a fucking pancake against Errol Spence. If Errol Spence does not dog walk Mikey and beat the shit out of him, and Mikey goes the distance with him, that shit is going to look real bad on Errol Spence, and then people are going to say,
Cut it. Going back out to Texas, Donald, thanks for calling in.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so
just try to get on my game on boxing. Man, I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, real quick about Canelo. I'm tired of this dude like going from weight class to weight class. I mean, is he ever gonna want to unify? Like, if that and go to
why you hating? Why you hating? That's how you become pound for pound.
Yeah, but why is it every time somebody else get a strap like an Andrade or a Charlo at 154?
Ain't nobody hate on Pacquiao.
Canelo weight.
Ain't nobody hate on Pacquiao when he was bouncing up and down, picking and choosing what champion he was gonna face so that he could get a title in the next weight class.
Go and check this right quick. Tell him, man, to be pound for pound, you gotta clean out your fucking division.
First of all, Mike, your audio sounds like shit. Sounds like you raining over there. Secondly, let me know what division Pacquiao cleared out before he moved up. I'll wait.
We ain't worried about Pacquiao.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is my justification because that's the biggest, most popular dude who bounced up and down weight classes and got praise. Now Canelo's doing it. You trying to say in some way you coming on his slight and saying he ducking.
He got knocked out about 5 times in between doing all that, man. We ain't worried about Pacquiao. All I'm saying is if you want to be the best, why not prove that you're the best at that weight class and then move up?
He just beat the best in that weight class. He just beat the best in that weight class.
Who's to say he was the best?
What you mean? Who's to say? What you mean? Yo. Gennady beat Jacobs, and people thought he beat Canelo in the first fight.
Man, look, man. I just don't want to allow this dude to keep making Canelo weight and then bouncing back and forth, and that's the justification for him skipping the rest of the champions at that weight class.
I agree.
Shout out to Danny Jacobs.
Well, all right, JD. Thanks for calling in. Dan, we had a Skype caller. It was an avid boxing fan. He hung up. I mean, that sucks. Sorry.
We got a super chat from Barry O'Dowd. Hear Fury talk about offering to fight AJ outside.
I mean, that's just talk. That's just talk. What are you gonna do, right? Like, he's got to fight, and he's been talking shit about AJ. They've been asking him questions. It's these guys don't necessarily want to talk about AJ, but they have to, right? They get asked certain questions, which leads into that topic. Let's go out to Skype. I believe we got avid boxing fan. Go.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up, Ness?
If we're not talking to you, Jay Will, mute yourself. Thank you. Go ahead, brother. Talk to us.
I mean,
Christopher, right?
Yeah. So wait, what's the question again? I just got on. I was listening to the last caller.
Well, the question is no question. The topic is Gennady Golovkin is in advanced talks with DAZN. Looks like he's going to sign with DAZN. So basically, what's your thoughts? Should he? Is that a good look? Should he, do one-fight deals? I don't know.
Hell yeah, he should. He's trying to avoid Charlo. Shit, he don't want to take that fade. You already heard what Tom Loeffler said. He said that don't make no sense to the boxing scene in that interview. So go ahead and go over there. Get that bread. They handing out all this bread. He getting old. What y'all expect Triple G to do? He got a couple more fights, and after that, anybody gonna be able to beat him in the top 5.
All right. Well, brother, thank you for calling in. Christopher, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope everyone enjoys this show. Me and Mike bringing you some boxing talk to keep you guys entertained during your work hours, your workouts, your long walks, your long drives. It doesn't matter. Speaking of drive, I'm trying to head on back to a few camps. We got hella camps to go to. So we're looking for everybody who's down for the cause, want to see more camp life editions. Head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We're trying to get that goal to 100%. We have Luis Ortiz inviting us to camp in Miami. Carlos Negron, the guy that's going to be taking on Dominic Brazil on the undercard of Wilder Fury. We got Wilder Fury, Deontay Wilder, who just received the new pack of sparring partners on Tuesday. We got Jamal Charlo inviting us to Houston and Dallas. Ronnie Shields inviting us to check out F.A. Abjagba. So we definitely need your support. Head on over to ThaBoxingVoice.com, affiliate sponsors, and you can click on the Amazon link. Do all your Amazon shopping there. It costs you absolutely nothing. You can bookmark that link so that you can always go through there and consistently just support your favorite podcast by making sure that we get a little kickback whenever you do your shopping. Want to thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget, you can hit that thumbs up button in future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of this show. And the biggest way to support TBV is drop us a 5-star review on iTunes to keep us #1 in the boxing category. I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Final thoughts, Triple G. You know where the money's at. You know where the big fight's at. Rematches with Canelo. Rematches with Jacobs. Rematches sell. That network has them. Go that way, my child.
Real quick, like the last caller stated, the elephant in the room is Triple G not really wanting to fight Charlo. So that's kind of, what we all want to see, but at the end of the day, Tom Loeffler says it doesn't make sense, and without Charlo having a belt, it really doesn't make sense. So DAZN probably would be the best spot for Triple G, and I'm excited to see if he mixes up with any of the DAZN middleweights. Also, if you guys want to vote on something real quick, head over to the Boxing Voice IG page and click on our story and check out the poll that we have on Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Also, if you really like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and tell a friend to tell a friend. We're trying to get to 100,000.
Hell yeah, we 9 people away from 89K. Let's do it.
If we get to 100K, then we can start doing more and more things with the channel. So if you guys really want to help out, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Go check out that Big Baby interview. That shit is on fire right now. It's buzzing in the world.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Thank you.
Do say.
Peace.